KJ, Kendall Browse was just saying that Keytron Jackson may be one of the most improved guys on the offense. Just what kind of a camp have you seen from him, and really how can he help?
Keytron has been very explosive on the outside. I feel like he helped us with down the field plays, big body and little corners, and also just being attacking the corners leverage and getting open down the field. And also just maturing and coming along. He since spring he's developed a lot of skills, whether that's getting out man press, attacking zone, knowing where the holes at, knowing when the windows at, knowing when to throttle, stuff like this. So I feel like his skill set and development skill done improved a lot.
Him moving more freely since he got that knee brace off.
Yes, I feel like during the spring he was kind of hesitant coming out the knee injury he had, and with the brace on his leg, I feel like he kind of hesitant trying to get a feel for how college and the speed of the game works. But now that he got that brace, I feel like he's excelled and doing a lot of big things for us.
KJ, I wonder since the last time we talked to you, what the first unit on offense is looking like. How much y'all improved, and then for the scrimmage tomorrow, what do you want to see happen for
the scrimmage tomorrow? I feel like coming from a QB standpoint, I want to focus on being aggressive down the field, taking shots and connecting with those guys down the field, just giving the receivers a chance to make a play down the field and get great yards down the field, being aggressive on the offensive side, running the ball and throwing the ball as well. And the unit up front, as an offensive unit, I feel like we're still doing improving on the little things that we need to work on for as short yardage plays that we can need to convert on third downs, third and short, third and medium, just mainly third down period. I mean, in this league, it's kind of hard getting behind. Don't want to be too far behind the chains, so trying to stay ahead of the chains.
We've seen Raheem working with the first group quite a bit since Traylon's been out. What have you seen from him? What does he bring to the table? And also, this will be AJ's first scrimmage tomorrow. Also, what are you looking for him?
Raheem is coming a long way. He's still grasping onto the plays. Traylon Smith is helping him a big deal with all the running backs, keeping them after practice and going over signals and stuff, trying to make sure just if he go down, next one up, and hopefully be confident, be ready. And AJ Green, excited to see him get a live scrimmage and see what he brings to the table in a full scrimmage.
KJ, there's debate about getting the quarterback hurt running the ball and stuff, but how comfortable are you running? And I know it depends on what the defense is giving you, but what is the ideal time? I mean, how many times in a game would you like to be able to run the football and stuff?
I say not that often. I feel like Coach Brown, like for us, the QB runs, he know like when to run and when not to run. But I mean, it all comes down to quarterback being smart. You know what I mean? Run when you have to. Don't just run just cause you just want to run. Just knowing when the pocket collapse, knowing how to get out, extend plays, keep your eyes downfield, maybe get the ball out. But just what I'm saying, as far as getting hurt on the QB run, I don't try not to think about that much because I know like Coach Brown's on the offense that we run is the QB run game is installed in that, but knowing when to run and when not to run.
Coach Browse was just telling us he thinks 65% completion percentage would be kind of the target goal for you. Is that something you have talked about with him, and is that a number you think or confident you could hit this year?
Yeah, I feel like that's a great number that I can come to this year. I mean, just taking what the defense gives me, not being too greedy, not trying to be over aggressive, just taking easy completion, just moving the ball down the field and just getting a great amount of yards. It shouldn't be a task that I can't handle.
Hey, KJ, just how do you think your camp's gone overall?
I feel like my camp is going good. I've been improving in some areas that I've been really trying to work on and improve my game and just help my teammates and help the team out.
You're saying Malik's pretty much taking all the 2 reps. How do you think he's doing? And how? I'm sure he comes to you with questions and things. What's that relationship like between you two? And how do you think he's progressing?
That relationship is mainly, I would sum it up as how me and Felipe was last season with the questions and just being around each other, interacting with each other on different plays or different schemes that the defense is running and what we're seeing out there, what I see versus the ones and what he see versus the twos, and how I can help him get better with knowing where the windows will be at, knowing, okay, the pressure's coming from this way, let's get into this play. So I feel like Malik he's coming along really well and understanding the concepts and that we're running and versus the different teams that we're going against.
KJ, your first couple of years here, you've kind of been in the background a little bit, but now the quarterback is quite often the face of a program, of a franchise. How comfortable do you feel? This is your 3rd time in here with us during camp. How comfortable are you kind of speaking for the team in a lot of ways?
I'm very comfortable. My teammates instill a lot of confidence in me because I feel like the confidence take you a long way and help you accomplish adversity as well. But I feel like my teammates, they just done push me to, I know, hey, KJ, you know you can do this. Like, come on, we need you in this certain situation, like, be big right here. We need you to be a big-time quarterback. So, like, I feel like that confidence and just motivation and just keep pushing me along and helping me with my leadership skills.
Ball starts, we've seen the defense has been really aggressive coming in. What have you seen from maybe from spring till now on how much improved the defense might be?
I'd say for the defense part, technique. I mean, they focus on a lot of technique. The DBs focus on a lot of technique with their coach. The line focus on a lot of technique and using their hands. Linebackers, they're flying around sideline to sideline. So I feel like as a whole defensive unit, I just say that they'll focus more on their technique rather than anything.
You're talking about the defense. I was wondering what you think about going against the safeties every day in practice. And Jalen, he's kind of the quarterback of the defense, like you are for the offense. What do you think about Jalen and the safeties in general?
J.K. is a really smart player. He reads and reacts things very quickly. So I feel like him and the other safeties as well. Joe, Sim, all those guys play fast and react on a good basis. And I feel like with them guys being in the secondary, I feel like no offense should be able to pass on us or get down the field on us because those guys are ball hawks and in the right position at the right time and making those big plays that we need.
Warren Thompson, transferred in here. Coach Sprouse had him at Florida State. I know he had some nagging injury early on, but he seems to be getting better. Talk about what he can bring to the offense and how, what kind of receiver you've seen from him, KJ.
I've seen a lot of explosiveness coming out the line of scrimmage and just being able to be big down the field. He's made some great catches down the field. Also, just coming in and out of breaks, he's more natural and fluid. So, like, you don't have to try to overcoach him on technique-wise. I feel like he just naturally got the skill set to be in this offense and be explosive.
KJ, I think a couple of weeks ago you told us your target weight was 235, and I think some fans maybe have blown it out of proportion, but Coach Sprouse told us that he doesn't care if you're 285 as long as you're dropping dimes. How do you feel at your current weight? Do you feel good, like you're able to run and everything?
Yeah, I feel good. I still run, move, get out of certain situations still, but I just feel like me at 235 is just I'd be more explosive than more explosive how I want to be rather than being at the weight I'm at right now.
Jim, I'm curious if you've had any run-ins with any of the transfer defensive linemen and just what stood out to you about those guys and their pass rush ability.
Their pass rush ability is awesome. I mean, because they're giving our O-line a great look every single snap, every single rep, which we need that in this league. So the transfer coming in with their skill set they have previous and then adding it to addition to our D-line coming from where they come from, I feel like that'll be good. And giving our O-line a great amount of work as well. Like knowing that, okay, if I see this, this type of stunt or he give me this type of rep, I know ain't nobody else in the other team just gonna, give me those type of problems where I already practice and I know what's coming this way and that way. So I feel like that's a great asset.
One of the questions the fans have, is there any other wideout who could take some pressure off Traylon? What have you seen from that? Who have you built a rapport with that you think is going to show up this season?
I feel like Davion Warren coming back off his knee injury, he's going to be great. Tyson Morris is going to be great. Jaquelin Crawford going to be a great asset. John David. Mainly our whole receiving crew. I just got to get them the ball and hope they make plays down the field.
You mentioned Jaquelin Crawford. We see him running quite a bit with the first team, maybe some with the second team in those fastball starts. Has he shown flashes, made some plays, had a pretty good camp?
Yes, he had a pretty good camp. The main thing was with Quay, we just want him to remain consistent, just being consistent, just keeping that level head. I mean, sometimes he'll get down on himself because he's so hard on himself. So we just had to keep him at a level head and just, tell him play the next play, short-term memory, and just remain consistent. All right, thank y'all.